Alright guys, so we just came out of seeing How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake. This is written and directed by Dee Dubois, who directed the first film, who directed all three anime.
Yeah, he directed all three.
Yeah, all three.
How did I know that? I don't even know director.
Yeah, seriously, all three. And you know what other movie he directed?
Shark Tale.
No.
Shrek.
No.
Puss in Boots.
No. It's your favorite Disney movie.
Lilo and Stitch?
Yes, the original Lilo and Stitch. He's the co-director of the original Lilo and Stitch. Okay. So, How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action remake. The first 15 minutes, I hated. I thought this movie was going to be garbage. I'm watching the first 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is bad. And it just felt like this was... I was watching the first 15 minutes going... Yeah, you could tell this was directed by someone who had never done live action before, because it shows in some of the way the dialogue is delivered, some of the way the character movements are. Much like the Lilo and Stitch live action remake, I felt like it moved like way too quick and it needed to like slow down the pace. And I didn't feel like it had enough of that world building that I was expecting from the live action remake. Then Hiccup meets Toothless. And that's where the movie starts to pick up for me, and the movie becomes instantly charming. This movie is really, really great. I love this movie. I loved this movie. Again, those first 15 minutes I thought were really rough, and I was watching it going, oh no. Oh, I might be in for something really terrible here. Is this another, could this be another Snow White? I don't know. But after the first 15 minutes, thankfully, the movie picks up and becomes just a really great film. Again, do I think it's better than the animated film? No. I don't think it's better than the animated film. I still think the animated film has far superior. Much like the Disney live-action remakes, I don't think the live-action remakes of these... If they decide to do more live-action remakes of DreamWorks films, I don't think they're going to be superior to the animated film. So, now that I got that out of the way... Michael, what did you think of How to Train?
Well, as usual, Zeke, you are wrong. So wrong. Just absolutely wrong. The first 15 minutes were not bad at all. As usual, Zeke just being hypercritical. First 15 minutes was not bad. I was just lost in the story that they was trying to tell in the first 15 minutes of everybody hating Hiccup. Like usual. But yeah, Zeke is right. It does pick up after... Hiccup meets Toothless. Toothless is, like I said in the Stitch review, Toothless is adorable. The acting I think is great between Hiccup and what's her name again? Erin?
You're the second person to get her name wrong. My other friend texted me after the movie. He's like, "Hey, I really like the girl who played Hagrid." Who? Who? I was like, did you watch the same movie? He's like, yeah. Isn't that what the girl's name is? Hagrid? Astrid.
Yeah,
Hagrid. You're Aaron.
In my defense, it wasn't Aaron with Aaron. It was like Erin. That Aaron. But yeah. But yeah, no, she was a good actress.
This poor character's name. Everyone gets it wrong.
But yeah, movie was very charming, adorable, cute.
You keep stepping out in front of the camera.
I was moving my head. Just capture my head movement. Yeah, the movie was very as I was saying, if I was really interrupted about head movements.
Stay in the frame of the camera then.
Charming, cute. I did like the flying sequences was amazing.
Yep.
You will really get lost in it.
We saw this movie in Screen X, by the way, and it was
awesome.
Pretty cool. It was pretty cool to watch it in Screen X.
Maybe that's why, for me, the 15 minutes didn't go back, because I was looking at the side screens with some of the shit too. So I felt like the visuals kind of fit with it. Yeah. But yeah, no. I don't know what Zeke was talking about the first 15 minutes. It's not as bad as Lilo and Stitch. I think Lilo and Stitch is a good movie. If you heard the podcast, I think it's a good movie.
The opening was No. I feel like
Lilo and Stitch's opening is worse. I will say that.
I think they're kind of on the same par, because my My problem with the opening of this movie is it just goes and it like, I'm like saying, slow down a little bit. Slow down. Just like Lilo and Stitch. When that movie started, I was like, slow down. You're going way too fast.
No, Lilo and Stitch,
you are
skipped,
rushing through this.
They skipped the whole 15 minutes of
Yes,
it.
yeah, exactly. And I felt the same way about this though. This felt like super quick, super rushed, and also like there was, not gonna lie, it was missing a lot of that world building that I was expecting it. Like I was expecting, like, and I'll try to wrap this up because I don't want this to be a 10-minute video, but the same way you were introduced to the Shire in the beginning of Lord of the Rings, that beautiful wide shot of the entire landscape, I was expecting that kind of an experience with Berk. I wanted to get to really know the island of Berk before the dragon showed up. And I feel like we just got right to the, boom, boom.
You have a movie about dragons. Why are you not getting right to the dragons?
Yeah, but again, in a live-action remake, this is your opportunity to do things that you couldn't do in the animated film. And in the animated film, you can't start off with a slow build of, setting up the island and all this stuff. Yes, you do want to get straight to the dragons. But I feel like if this is a live-action you're able to go more for that. And I feel like they missed an opportunity in the first 15 minutes. But that's just the first 15 minutes. After the first 15 minutes, once Toothless and Hiccup get together, the movie picks up.
And I just want the people of the Zeke the Geek followers to know, if this guy would have said this was a bad movie, I probably would have thrown him down these stairs right here. Because it just would have been a wrong opinion.
No, this movie's great. This movie is really great. I don't usually give scores in my out of the theater reaction, but if I had to give one, it'd probably be like an. I'm struggling between an 8.5 and a 9.
I'll give it an 8.5.
Yeah, I think I
Jim
might have.
I've seen it all. I'm ready for Shrek.
Yeah, I might have to go to 8.5, but
I'm ready for Shrek. I'm ready for the live remake of Shrek. I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for Kung Fu Panda, humanoid pandas and humanoid tigers and stuff like that.
Only if Jackie Chan comes back as Master Monkey.
Oh man, can you imagine? Like it's like Cats, but with Kung Fu, with the characters of Kung Fu
I'm ready
Panda.
for that too.
Ooh. Anyway, all right, guys, that will do it for this out of the theater action, guys. We'll talk more about it on the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching.